Hey, so I got my relic analyzer, data analyzer. I'm taking this ship up. We've got one of the, I think it's one of the new sites up here that really doesn't have very strong rats, but my scanner ship really isn't very strong, and so it's we're gonna take this thing. It's not a very expensive ship. It's 42 million. Doesn't cost very much. If I lose it trying it, fine. Not a big deal. Figure out. So I'm probably gonna have to do some moves with some capital ships to move some of the more expensive ships. But I got to figure out actually where I'm going to be working at. I don't know. So with the new how everything's set up, it's like maybe there's new stuff. So
warp drive active.
I guess I have to figure out see, we're in Peregrine Falls, where I am, in like 9A. I can't read them when they're that small. That's why I had it zoomed. It's going to take me a little bit to figure out where I'm at and everything. All right, we have somebody that's in here.
Warp drive active.
Oh, now they're not in here. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Now I'm in Osasa. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of new stuff to figure out. I'm trying to look at these maps here of you know, where everything is now, and I tell you, I'm not able to easily figure it out. So it looks like all of Osasa is rented space. Alright, well, so I made it back here, and I can
Docking request accepted.
why can't you hear me? I don't know. Everybody else can. All right. There's not very much stuff in here. I don't have any like boxes in here either. Looks like some of these need repair. What? These need repair? Get repair quote. Huh. Would I have to select them? Oh, I'm doing pick new item. Okay. You don't need to hear me, you read lips. Did you read that? It's hard because of the massive beard. Yeah, the beard doesn't hang in front of the lips, though. Maybe the mustache. Yeah. All right. So here are these two things. And let's see what this does to my fit here when I take this offline. Oh, I'm still stable? What? Why do I have all this extra? Is that in case I get neuted? All right. Well, how about that? Oh. I need more CPU. Man, this fits tight. Damn it. Okay, so what if I take that offline? There we go. Perfect. Okay. Don't you hate trolls? Oh. Yes, well. Okay, this guy is ready to go, and we're gonna go out and see. The sound troll. Oh, yeah, well, you know. Okay, well, supposedly I'm still cap stable, so we shall see. I'm not very fast, though. We're going to orbit this at like 1,000. And oh, I have somebody right next to me, next door here. Okay. Keep an eye out for them. Browser tab is the issue. Yeah, you can mute the tab. Mm. Oh, just barely got it. This has no bonuses to stuff. And look at that. It has nothing in there at all. How about that? Okay. How special. Nothing in it. Absolutely nothing in it. And I am told there's going to be some rats show up. I haven't seen them yet. No, this does not bode well right off the start. Oh, well, okay. There we go. Got it. And drone capillary worth 100,000. Ooh. Alright. Yeah. Not very interesting so far. And still no rats have come out to get me. Even though supposedly they want to. I haven't seen any rats whatsoever. What's the deal with that? Thought there was supposed to be some rats on this one, which is why I went to the precaution of bring in a different ship. All right. And integrated Hornet blueprint. All right, well, halfway nice. So this is supposed to be dangerous. Where's the danger? Is there something else here I'm not seeing? I mean, it says I've completed it now. There was no danger whatsoever. All right. Well then. That's warp
drive active.
guess I head back. That wasn't very interesting. Kind of a
Docking request accepted.
let down. I mean, I got a blueprint for some integrated Hornets, but here's the deal, is that the integrateds, they're really only worth about as much as the materials, if even that. Their value is not as high as you would like it to be. So, not as high as I would like it to be. They're not very worth it. It's dangerously random. Sometimes it's insane. Oh, interesting, because the notes I saw off Eve Wiki, Eve University, was that that they were really tame. So that's interesting. So you have to take a big ship because it's wildly random. Okay. Well, that's fine. So I have a risk tar here. I wonder where my, oh, did I blow up my last paladins? Actually, I don't know. They're up at the old main station. All right. There are some combat sites here. They're all 10 of 10, except for these surveillance ones. But they don't tend to pay very well, do they? If I remember right. Look here. We have squads, which are 10 of 10. they're easier to do, but they escalate to a 10 of 10. Drone patrol, 10 of 10. And they are a 9 in difficulty to clear, and then the horde is a 10, and it escalates to 10 of 10. How are the moves treating me? Well, I haven't moved anything in horde, and so that's going to be something. I don't have a station sit. Thought I did. Surprised I don't. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Or is that? Oh, Sino. Instadoc. Top Sino. Here, let's approach that. We're going to open another client here. Take a look. I think this other character is here. And so we'll see. I want to see what ships he has. I think he has some caps. You'd have to do the horde sites in order to get a cap spawn. And he's in a training.
Connecting. Captain, we have an incoming request for a conversation with a representative of the Paragon Corporation.
I already did that.
They've been impressed by your program.
Yep, they are so impressed. It's okay. Yep. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so all right, so at that station I have this right here, and so I could use this to move some guys, but I don't know if I can jump all the way from where I'm at to the, there might be an intermediate jump. So there could be that. Let's see what other ships I have there. Oh yeah, I have another dread there too, this right here. And then a PvP ship. Have to find my Sino character. I think I know who she is off the top of my head. Let me launch the client for her. We'll see. Oh, yes, I use .lan for jump calculation. I just haven't looked it up. Let's be the character right here. I think. Yeah.
Skill training completed.
Now, to jump these dreads, I have to have a...
Skill training completed.
Where am I? Why am I all the way out here? I actually don't know. And I've got some of this collected loot out here. Right now, there's a lot of stuff being camped out here, and it's not a good time to go pick up all your shit unless stations are being decommissioned or whatnot. Noobsta, you know, what do I use for salvage? Noobsta, do you have more than one account? I use a Tristan with no guns, propulsion, and 5 salvage drones. That's what I use. I don't use actual salvage ships or salvage lasers. And I let it salvage while I'm doing other things on my other character. But if you only have one character, then you want to be quicker about it. So, probably look on EWB, exclamation point EWB. Alright, am I in this? Am I here because there's any implants in here? No. What about jump clones? Where have I got jump clones? I wonder if I was here because I was ratting, or... This is a cheap ship. Let's see here. The ship's Force Recon. Yep. Okay, I do have a Force Recon ship. How much is this stuff worth? Not very much. I don't really know what I'm doing in this system, how I got here, why I'm here. I actually really don't know. Take this stuff and go over there to where my Force Recon is. Looks like pretty much the same ship as the one I was at, you know, or the other guy. Cell notes be helpful. Yeah, you know, I do have an Excel sheet with all my characters on it. And I do have notes as to who is what type of ship, but I don't necessarily have anything listing like what their... So I list their purpose, I don't list their assets. And so part of the purpose on this one would be, you know, Sino. It can get hectic. You know, I only have 4 or 5 characters in Horde. So, you know, you'd think that I'd be able to keep up with it. Yes, well, you give a work reference about like an employee, you know, 1.5 hours of notes for 1 hour of work type of thing. Except, I do kind of look at this as a video game, you know? And I wonder if I have a jump freighter for carrying a bunch of stuff. Boy. Well, they're working this system now. When I came through here earlier, there was a whole bunch of signatures. And there was nobody in here, but and you're working it now. That's one of the nice things about being a renter, is that you have that system and it's all yours. Nobody else should be using it. The only reason that other people come in and do stuff is if they're running an escalation, which you wouldn't have access to as the renter anyway, not unless they turned it over to you. So
Drive active. Docking request accepted.
all right. Drop these things off here. And then let's look at what ships I got. All right, so this is my standard Sino. I don't think there's anything too extravagant about this ship. They make a change that I can't fit this to this ship. What is that? Can't fit it. Burst jammer 2 to Arazu. Huh. Why is that? Got these other ones here. So if I turn these off, will it let me? No. Huh. I wonder what the deal with that is. There must have been some change or something. I'm not aware of. It says I can't do it. Does my AI listen, watch, activities, take notes? So it does when we do meetings. Not here on the show, though. Let's undock with this. See if I just need a reset. I'm not quite sure. Read the item description. Okay.
Docking request accepted.
Is it a defunct item now? Might be. Go info. Battleship, Marauder, Black Ops, Hauler, Blockade Runner, Deep Space Transport, Command Ship. So I guess it can't be fitted on this anymore. Is this not a Black Ops? I guess not. So I guess I just got to take that out. But then it's like, what am I going to do in its place? I don't really have a whole lot of extra stuff here. Yeah, I mean, I could put a propulsion in. Doesn't really help me that much. So this is going to be undone at the moment. I don't like leaving something undone. So, what is my activation cost on the Sino? $50 units. Okay. So now it's a matter of, you know, how far can I jump? You know, what kind of ships do I want to move and stuff. My other guy here, freighter. So I have a jump freighter there. All right. Well, looks like I'm ready to rock and roll. Didn't have any fuel. Well, there's probably a fuel bay. It's like, you know, there's a lot of moving going on right now. What I need to find out is what is the current, you know, before I start moving anything, I need to figure out what is happening right now, right? You know, what is what's the current setup of things? You know, if I'm gonna go jumping my stuff to other places, am I gonna be working other places? You know, and like I've got, so I'm further away here from the battlefront than I am at our new Alliance home station. And the new Alliance home station is like perfectly positioned for handling, you know, the front lines. And so yeah, it just makes me think about how all I'm doing that. Where should I be, right? I think that's a pretty good question of, does it matter where I'm at? I suspect it does. And then got the horde site. Only got one horde site. I don't know. Is there a way to see the upgrades in here? So industry is 3, military is 5, and strategic index is 5. How do you see what upgrades have been installed? I'm not even sure all the mechanics of that. Let me go look at the hub here and see if I can see something there. Because I know that we have all of these options now on how systems are configured. But I know almost nothing about it. Because, you know, used a ship scanner. Is that what you do on the hub? Use a ship scanner? This thing is massive. Yeah, so if I have to use a ship scanner on the structure, yeah, I mean on this structure, to find out how the system is configured. Let me see if my scan each citadel individually to find out what's on it, but that doesn't tell you the system stuff. So I'm talking about like the stuff of you know, you can change the system that you're in. Like, so you can balance it more towards or change the balance more towards PvE, or you can change the balance more towards workforce production, or you can change it for a few other things. So
warp drive active.
This ship really isn't very strong for doing sites. It can do them, especially like the squads and the patrols. Especially the squads. It can do them, but it takes a while.
Docking request accepted.
Right, so let me think here. I would assume that from our old home to our new home for the Alliance that we're going to be one capital jump. But I don't know. All right, I'm going to go get one more ship and bring it over here. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, see you in the next episode.